All right, athletes. So, when we're out in the world, being a gym, the first thing that we want to talk about is situational awareness, guys. Please make sure that you are checking your surroundings, even if it's one that you come back to. If it's been a public area, that means somebody else has had access to it and it can have changed. So, when I come look, I'm looking, are there rocks? If I'm in the grass, is there anything that might be discarded, like bottle caps, anything along those lines? Broken glass is a big one. We're looking at even something as simple as just like somebody who didn't pick up after their pet. All of those things, just keeping us safe and healthy. It can be a tripping hazard and it can just be a health hazard. So we want to make sure that we're on that. We're not just looking for imminent strangers and waiting to do our 10 punch combo and things like that. No, somebody's dog may have gotten loose and it just might be scared and not sure how to act when it sees you. There might be something in an area like this where it might be more wildlife that is prone to be in your area. So you got to be careful of that as well. Be very mindful of that. And the other thing we want to be mindful of is, are we using the proper medications that we need ahead of time? Are we taking it with us? Do you need an inhaler? Do you need an EpiPen? Your insulin? Anything along those lines? Are there allergens where you need like an antihistamine? All of these things are still forms of situational awareness. So we got to be very mindful of the things that we are doing ahead of time because it can prevent something later on down the road. So that goes along with hydration. That goes along with coverage from the elements, whether that is big hat for sun and long sleeves to keep from getting too hot, whether it is something that's going to be for too much cold, rain, precipitation, you name it. So a lot of things, even something like just some glasses, guys, and clear or tinted, shaded, whatever, what have you. If you're dealing with things where it might be a little bit windier, so keep things from getting in our eyes. But there's so many elements to what we're talking about when situational awareness is at play.
Guys, rest is a huge one. Are you fully rested? I know that we try to grind and go hard or go home and all those fun statements, but the reality is, if you aren't fully rested and capable of doing what you're setting out to do, as far as that run, that bike ride, that hike, whatever, you're actually, probably more likely to set yourself back than advance yourself forward in the name of just nose to the grindstone sort of stuff. So make sure that you're hydrated as well. And hydration doesn't start once you start drinking water right before you start or once you've started sweating. Your hydration needs to be in place long before. So that's taking place the day before you are out and doing your thing. That's eating water soluble foods. That is making sure you're drinking good fluids on a regular basis and keeping that in your system. So by the time you get out there, then your body's already ready for it. Same thing with nutrition. Have you been eating right to build yourself up, to give yourself that? Now, I understand some people will fast through some of that. It's not who I'm talking to, but have you done what you need to get yourself? So we talk about our big four: hydration, nutrition, exercise, and rest. So those four things go hand in hand. So that is one of the biggest things that you can do as far as situational awareness before you even leave your house.
There's a big reason I don't wear earbuds when I get asked about what music do you listen to. One, I like hearing the rhythm of my own body, but two, I want to hear my surroundings as well. I want to hear surroundings, and again, that's not a person creeping up on you. It can be, there might be something, a small explosion. There might be a fire that you start hearing. There might be a variety of things that you just need to be aware of. So while we're out in the world and we are out doing these things, make sure a big one also, let somebody know where you've been. Just send a quick text or something. Now, I don't necessarily subscribe to putting it out like on social media, like, hey, everybody, this is where I'm going to be at, because guess who might be watching? Somebody you don't know, somebody who might show up. So, for your privacy and safety, keep it to your circle. Keep it to the people who need to know that if something happened, if you didn't make it back on time, one, they could text you, and two, they would be able to alert authorities to know exactly where to start looking. And that could just mean heat exhaustion. That doesn't mean the worst, but it could just mean a twisted ankle. You fell off your bike, whatever it is. So we want to make sure we're covering all bases when it comes to that.
And on that note, what about a flashlight? What about a reflective vest? What about a helmet? What about the things that we're going to need to possibly keep us safe in the way of personal protective equipment? So Not everybody is going to plan for your crash, but you should plan for your own, guys. Making sure that that is a huge part of it. Do you have a need for something like bear spray? Do you need something like pepper spray? Do you need to carry a stick? Is your phone charged up? All of that stuff. Have you let people know where you're going? Because those are all parts of situational awareness.
And if you can, go out with a friend. Go out with a friend. Again, when you're going to remote areas, that's not the place that I would necessarily go on that first date with a person you've never met. Again, situational awareness. Make sure that you are measuring and looking at these things, really with a clear scope. And if you're not sure, ask a friend. It's just like those game shows where they call for a lifeline. Hey, what's the best answer here? So, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. But these are just some thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are. Please leave it in the comments. Your ace up the sleeve advice, comment, experience on how you navigate being a member of the World Being in Gym, how you go about your situational awareness. Have you been, and now will you start? Those are all important things, guys. Even just doing something like squats on that park and the bench. If somebody's been jumping on it and ruined it, and somehow it's broken, it's not calibrated like a gym would calibrate their workout equipment. So we have to make sure that the equipment that we're using out in the world, if you're going to pick up a rock to do some squats or something lifting, make sure there's no creepy crawly under it. If you're going to jump up and try to, do some pull ups on something, make sure that there's not like a rusted edge across the top of it. When you're jogging, make sure you're obeying the laws as a pedestrian. All those things matter, guys. We want you to get home healthy and fit because that's what we're out pursuing. So let that same notion escort us back home, guys. Situational awareness, it matters. But let me know your thoughts, and we'll talk to you guys soon. And like we always say, I hope this finds everybody in your place. Pursuit of beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. HWPO, that means hard work pays off, and this is the Impact Athletics Association. And we're just in time, guys. We got a morning quickie coming up. So let's get to it. But subscriptions and videos, so stick around.
And I'm sure there's a bunch of other things that we could probably go over. So, guys, what are your thoughts? What's your ace up the sleeve? Your advice, comment, experience? Please leave it in the chat. What did I miss? Where did I go wrong? And we can still make that discussion. So, again, guys, as always, I hope this finds everybody in your place, pursuit, or beginnings of total health, mind, body, and soul. And like we like to say, HWPO, that means hard work pays off. And this is the Impact Athletics Association. So, guys, and if you want to know what I'm putting on my face, check this out. Or maybe it's over here. Yet another video. And go ahead and click on it. Stick around. And let's have some more discussions and keep this amazing community going.